The most common question that I receive from time to time, it's not a question that pops every day, but from time to time I receive this question: how can you make a living from being a landscape photographer? This is the most asked question. So I will try to answer. So first of all, I just want to say it's not as easy as you can imagine. It's not like you're doing weddings where, okay, you decide I'm gonna start to being an event photographer, and I manage to get one event, I go shoot it, I take my money. In landscape photography, there are not everyday clients that want you to go there and photograph certain places, one, and second, the world, it's full of people doing landscape photography, and it doesn't matter for a company if you are a professional photographer or simply a person that has landscape photography as a hobby. And if a company that wants a certain photo sees that photo on a website, on a social media platform, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever, okay? If they see a photo, they don't care if the person that made that photo was a professional. In fact, I think they prefer that person not to be a professional photographer, because usually people that are not doing this full time are very glad and happy for a big company to take their photo for a little amount of money and use that photo in whatever they need. So it's not an easy life, and it will take some time to generate an income, and it's not gonna be big. It's not gonna be something. And it also depends on the country you are in. For example, I'm based in Romania. No one, let me emphasize this, no one in Romania buys prints, okay? This is something that you need to be aware of. There are only few countries you can sell prints in, and this is the main thing that you will produce as a landscape photographer. You produce photos, you can make prints, okay? This is the easiest thing, but usually no one will buy it. You can try and sell prints if you have a friend or an acquaintance that has an art gallery. Then your chances of selling prints can increase. Now, the most obvious way to make money in landscape photography is to use stock websites. Me personally, I'm using Shutterstock, Fotolia, and Dreamstyle. The problem is that these days the market changes so fast, so quickly, and every year more and more people are starting to use these websites to earn an income. And for example, right now I'm earning about 30% or even less from what I did, let's say 4 years ago. So it's a big battle. It's a struggle to keep up with the market and with the demand. And also make sure to understand this. If you want to make money selling your landscape photos on stock websites, remember that every famous location has been covered in the most beautiful moments of sunset, sunrise, dramatic light. So you need to offer a unique perspective on a place if you want to make an income. But usually it's a very saturated market when we are talking about famous places. So you can concentrate on a niche. For example, my niche is forest. And if you follow my vlogs, you know that I photograph a lot inside forest. It's my passion and it's my own niche in a niche. Landscape photography is a niche, and I'm photographing forest, so I'm creating another niche, if you want. So it's a really small one. It's not that every day people want photos of forest, but it's my way of of dealing with this evolution of the market. I'm focusing on something and I'm producing a type of image that it's unique to me, or at least it's unique to me until I'm discovered by other artists and they then can copy you. And you should not be upset when other people copy your work. You should always try to innovate, because this is the reality of the market of today. Ideas can be copied, ideas can be shared, and eventually someone else will do what you do and maybe do it even better. So you can start developing your own personal approach on a certain type of landscape photography and just hope that your approach will sell. Also, when you're doing stock photography, make sure to nail down the most important moments of the year. Christmas, Easter, 1st of July, Father's Day, Mother's Day. Try and express those special moments in your photos. The best moment for me is Christmas. And I think that is the moment when most companies invest money in ads and creating flyers, and they need images. So you should be prepared and start uploading Christmas images starting from September until the end of November. It's going to be the highest volume, and I think November it's going to be the highest. This is one thing. Then, as a landscape photographer, if you evolve more and you become more known as other photographers, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be the best. You are a good photographer, and from all those good photographers, few emerge because of different reasons. I don't know what are the reasons, but few of them are becoming more known to all the other photographers. Well, in that moment, you can organize photo tours and you can organize workshops, which is a tremendous responsibility, because you want people to come to you and be satisfied with what you offer in terms of knowledge. Being a good photographer doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be a good teacher and you'll be able to teach people to photograph. And also, you'll have to understand that you can't teach people to photograph in only one workshop. So if you're going to have people that are going to come to you and participate to only one of your workshops and expect the moon in the sky to fall down and they will be the master of photography, then those people are going to be unsatisfied clients, and you have to explain to them this. So this is another hurdle. Now, the price of your workshops, it will depend on, again, your country, your clients, your expertise. And another thing that you can do, you can also sell editing courses like I'm doing. I'm having my own editing courses that I can sell. So if you want, you go to my website and you see what courses I have and you buy them. Okay, and what other thing? There was another thing. Oh, you can make YouTube videos and you can have other photographers looking at you and trying to transmit to them your knowledge and your way of seeing photography, and you just hope that your videos are going to be viewed by the people. For example, my videos are viewed, but I'm not having as many views as other landscape photographers that are doing the same thing, the same vlogs. So expect that. Every person has its own charisma, every person has its own way of being, and other people will react to it, and you will not be able to change who you are. So just be yourself and you will find people that you will relate to. So this was my short rant, if I can call it like this, on what it means to be a landscape photographer. And the conclusion is that it's not gonna be easy. And it's not something that I could start, for example, right now when I have a daughter of 2 years to raise. I started this adventure, and my decision of being a full landscape photographer was 10 years ago. So 10 years ago I was 29 and had basically no fame. I decided with my wife that okay, we're gonna be full-time landscape photographers. And we were able to make that decision because it was only about us. But today With our daughter, I don't know if I would have a stable job and a stable income, if I would risk it all just because I have a passion on landscape photography. So it's a difficult decision to make, but it's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful path that you can take in life. It's a way of developing yourself and being something different and experiencing the world on another pace and in another way. I can't fully describe what it means to be a landscape photographer. You just have to be a landscape photographer to experience that. Of course, that you can be a person that has landscape photography as a hobby. You will experience some things like going out in nature. You will not experience the whole process of taking that photo that you made in the forest and sell it and pay your bills and buy a car and everything you need for your families. Whew, I talked for over 10 minutes. So I hope some of you are still listening right now. And if you're still listening, place a comment below. Say your opinion on this. Tell me I'm not crazy, persisting my dream and doing these videos even though I don't have thousands and thousands of views. Tell me that there's a purpose in all this and the result is interesting enough to still be pursued. So thanks for watching. Keep on photographing until next time, because it's the only way that you can get better. If you're here for the first time and you made it to this point, I think you should subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you listened to me until this moment, I think you should subscribe to this YouTube channel because you liked what I had to say. So an unplanned video, and I hope you got some good of it. Bye bye.